This fabric is made from alternating knit and purl stitch in Tunisian crochet. Begin with a foundation row. I've chained 10 here for my sample piece. I went into the back loop and yarned over and pulled a loop through and kept all those loops on my hook. When I got to the end, chain 1, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops at a time until you get back to the beginning. It's a basic foundation row for every Tunisian stitch that I can think of. So we begin by inserting the hook to the right of that first bar and going straight back through my work and pull a loop through. And then I'm going to do a purl stitch on this one. So my yarn needs to be in the front. And I make a purl stitch and then knit, purl, alternating back and forth all the way across the row. If you need a refresher course in knit or purl stitch in Tunisian, I do have other videos for those. Continue to work across the row. Every now and then you want to count your stitches and make sure you have enough loops on your hook. For the last stitch, I'm going to go right under those 2 last loops. And again, for my backward pass, yarn over and make a chain there, and then yarn over and pull through 2 at a time. Now on that row we began with a knit stitch, so this time we're going to begin with a purl so that we're alternating. And you can see here, this is purl and this is knit, where you have the long loop there in the front. So I know that that's going to be a knit, and then this one needs to be a purl. I'm sorry, that was backward. This is purl, that's knit. Okay, so purl the first one, knit the second one. Continue working across the row in that same way. I think I just switched. Yep, that should be knit. Now purl. The end of the row, here I am. Get my last 2 loops there and work my loops off. This part's the same every time. All right, and now this, you can see there's a loop there in the front, or that horizontal piece, so that's a purl. I'm going to knit first and now purl. That first stitch sets your pattern across the row, and if you have to put your work down and you need to come back later, you can tell by looking at your stitches there. The purl stitches are set back a little bit too, if that helps you to distinguish between that and the knit. It doesn't matter if you start with an even number or an odd, you're just going to keep alternating back and forth between knit and purl, and you have this lovely fabric. It's pretty dense. Depending on the size of hook you have in the yarn, you'll get a different amount of drape, but try it out and see how you like it.